Counter-Strike Online or CSO. Anyway, their weapon is the most simple to use. Some is built to kill boss, some is built to kill zombie, and some used to kill human. But all of them have their own advantage. But we are not here to say that. In this video, we're gonna talk about top 10 most useful weapon and the most less problem weapon. They can use almost everywhere and cause the most less problem. This all weapon is all included except those weapons that only hero weapon is not included. So yeah, well anyway, enjoy guys. Top 10 New Command. New Command Gun is one of the most useful weapons in CSO. He is a part of the Submachine Gun. He fires just like a submachine gun, but the most useful thing is when you right click, it can fire like a shotgun, just worse. That's right. But useful thing is he not just fire in one center spot. He fire like a straight line. So that means you just need to aim at your opponent's center, and then even though he move left or right, he will get hit. Well, except he didn't get hit by luck. But not just that, he can create high damage and he can slow down zombie very well. So if your opponent been touched like that, including zombie, he can slow down and then that time he can quickly reload. So that means fire for like 1 to 5 shots to slow down zombie a little, and then just right click, boom, he fly away. But most people just like fire 1 to 2 shots and then they just right click already. Don't ask me why. Oh yeah, use this weapon, aim at the head. Because if you shot the head, it create 4 times the damage. So yeah, this weapon is like a submachine gun, but deadlier than a shotgun. But he got weakness. The only problem for him was if you didn't shot your opponent when you right click, you need to reload, and then reload takes about 2 seconds. So that time you need to get out of there, and if it was zombie like regular zombie, you're in big trouble. And it drain your bullet very fast. So that means if you are a bullet, you are dead. The only way to get this weapon is from those code box. So yeah, good luck getting that. Top 9 SPAS-12 Memory. The SPAS-12 Memory is one of the most useful shotgun. Actually for me, it's the most useful shotgun. It fires like a shotgun. It's a little bit accurate than a shotgun, and just like all shotgun, it's not useful at far range. But the good news is, it's high damage and you can fire a lot of time, more shot than shotgun. It's a sub-shotgun version, and when you just reload complete, you got all your ammo back. And just like all shotgun, he got the strength to push away zombie. So yeah, imagine using this shotgun in the battlefield. You can fire 20 times and it's a soft-type shotgun, and fire much accurate than a shotgun. If you can use a submachine gun very well, then if you use this assault shotgun, then what? You can just win easily. But remember, you need good at using a submachine gun. Now let's just say what's the problem he have. He's much heavier than a shotgun, and unlike a normal type shotgun, when they reload, you can just reload one ammo and you can start to shoot already. This weapon needs to reload all and then you can start to shoot. But good news is, it reload faster than a assault rifle. Top 8 Stomp Giant Warhammer. The Stomp Giant Warhammer is the most useful melee weapon I have ever seen. It's so useful that you can just press Q 2 times and then it will just like switch to your gun and then switch back to the Stomp War Giant Hammer, and then it will help you auto engage your enemy to time. So yeah, pretty useful weapon. And what makes it even deadlier, it can kill much further just like all long weapon, and if you hit your opponent, they can get triggered, and then they can like get a little bit damage for like 1 second, and it can push away a zombie a little bit. The only problem it was just like all mini weapon, they cannot kill very far away. And second, he not like many knife weapon can stun people. No, this weapon cannot stun people somehow. And don't ask me why. So yeah, top 7, triple tactical knife. Triple tactical knife is the third form of the tactical knife. You need to form tactical knife, do double tactical knife, and then do triple tactical knife. Once you turn to triple tactical knife, your weapon will be unstoppable. So yeah, how unstoppable? Well, one hit, shot at the hand, or leg, or body, even the head, is a guaranteed kill. Well, hand and leg not most of the time, okay? Well, it depends. If all 3 knives shot at your opponent, then it's a certain death. 2 knives also sometime, and 1 knife poke at your opponent, well, it is still alive, okay? But most of the time you get 3 knives poke at your opponent, they call it triple tactical knife. The only time where you would get 2 or 1, which is spread out the knife, or something, which is far range engagement. So yeah, so 1 hit, throw at your opponent, he's down very easily. This weapon useful at close range, far range not so. And more useful thing is he can stun your opponent. So if zombie chasing you, you can just stun him a little bit longer, like 3 hit, it can let you run away way far already. So yeah, pretty useful weapon to escape. But when it comes to 2 zombie, that won't work. It is too hard to stun them. You only can stun one of them, but not both of them. And what makes it more deadlier, it was the speed they fire is slower than the pistol, but at least it can just 1 hit kill your opponent. Unlike pistol, 1 bullet it's not enough to kill your opponent, but this knife, 1 throw, boom, your opponent down. The only bad news is if your opponent is too far away, it won't be very useful weapon. And second, if you cut your opponent, which is just right click, and then it won't create many damage, but you can at least stun your opponent for a while. So yeah, and what make it even weak it was this weapon cannot face surrounded. If you've been surrounded, you're in big trouble. Top 6, Volcano Slam 5. Don't know how to translate it, but it's actually a Dutch language called Vietnamese. Anyway, this weapon is I'm not gonna say its name again, it's too hard to pronounce. Anyway, this weapon you just aim like a assault rifle, you just fire and keep shooting. But what make it even more deadlier, it was when you aim and make your opponent on the center of the circle, and then you will keep hearing this. And then start to fire. And when you keep firing, and as long as it turns orange, it can just keep shooting without aiming at the target. So that means if your opponent is out on your target, that means where you're aiming, you can still fire at him, as long as the circle is orange then blue. If the circle turns blue, he won't have the auto aim. But when it turns orange, even though it shoots at sky, the bullet will still shoot at your opponent. Something like a movement sensor. So yeah, pretty cool. I hope this weapon exists in real life, but apparently not. But there was a bad news. If you shoot without aim, that means you give him auto aim, it won't fire at the head. That's why I can guarantee. It will keep shooting at the body, or the leg, or the hand. Most of the time it's on the body. You can't fire at the head. That's why I can pretty sure. So yeah, that's the bad news about it. But hey, it's high damage. And don't need to aim a lot, and less field aim at your target. So yeah, very useful in team deathmatch I can't guarantee, but definitely useful in zombie mode too. Top 5, Blood Dripper. Blood Dripper is one of the most coolest weapon in CSO. And not just that, he is not just cool, but deadly. What he do is he launch his sword, and then after that it cut your neck. and when it cut your head or neck, whatever you call it, and then it will keep spinning. As long as you spin, he will keep cutting your head, and then after that it will cut until a lot of damage and then come back. Sometimes he will cut until you die. That's how deadly is he. Well, want to know something more deadlier? The boss called Phobos will easily get killed by this weapon called Blood Dripper. So yeah, if you use this against boss, oh man, this will be an easy kill, including 10 people using the Blood Dripper. And what make it more deadlier, it was when you launch it and then when you fly come back, it didn't waste any of your animation. So you can launch like, I don't know, like one and then you come back, launch another one and then come back. So yeah, you don't need to waste any ammo. The only way to waste ammo, it was something block you, such as human, which is your team, or something like a wall that will block you. And then that time it won't come back to you, and then you will waste one of your ammo. But oh, we lose one, there's 9 more to go. The only weakness from this weapon it cannot penetrate through wall. So that means if your opponent is genius, he send you to a place with a bunch of stuff inside, and then that time you will be vulnerable, including it's like zombies send you in there. And the second bad news is if you slash your opponent hand or leg or body, it won't keep cutting your opponent. That's the bad news. Top 4 Object Individual Combat Weapon, or you can call it OICW. Anyway, believe this or not, this weapon actually exists in real life, but it still remains top secret. But somehow CSO know a little bit thing about it, and you know, they release it in CSO so everyone can use it and play it. But is it the same like the real life type that what CSO released? Well, yes. Actually no, kind of. Well, it actually has more explosion bullet than CSO does. This one only have like 6 explosion bullet, which is pretty suck. But whatever, I mean, imagine we got a lot of them, we can just launch them everywhere and just kaboom. Get what I mean, guys? Well, anyway, this weapon is deadly, and many people say, actually no, some people say it was the most douchebag weapon in CSO. How douchebag? Well, remember the mine that you can launch it? Yeah, let's just say in zombie mode, and then if you launch it, and when you are human, and then your friend or a stranger just cut you into zombie, and then if the bomb launched to your teammate and you turn zombie, the bomb will just hurt them, and boom, 4 people or 3, but guaranteed 3 people will just die instantly. Well, except only 1 people near to the bomb, then only 1 people die. So yeah, it's easily get a free kill, because you are zombie and the bomb declined to like some sort of zombie bomb or something. I don't know. So yeah, I hope CSO fix that one day. But let's not talk about the bomb. Let's talk about how it functions. Well, anyway, from what I know, most people like to slow down zombie using a bullet, and so this is how it works. You launch this mine, and then mine will take like 2 or 3 seconds to explode, and then that time you quickly switch back to your bullet, and then quickly shoot at your opponent, and then slow down him, don't let him go in front, let him stay near to the bomb, and then boom, huge damage. Most of the zombies will die easily. Well, the damage I'm not so sure is how huge it is, but I can guarantee you it's stronger than any bazooka in CSO. Make sense? Well, no. The only bad news for this weapon, it was the bullet only got 30 of them, and the mine takes 2 or 3 seconds to explode. And so that means you need to make sure your opponent is in the explosion. And if your guys playing zombie the hero, and that means you need to shot your opponent in the head, not on the body. So if your guys shot the body, the zombie is still alive. That's the bad news. Oh yeah, just to remind you guys something. This gun, his explosion mine thing can actually bounce through wall. including mirror. It won't break the mirror, but it will bounce. So yeah, pretty useful. Top 3. Airless. Airless is a type of machine gun that is very deadly. Well, actually, it's not so deadlier than other machine gun, but what makes it so useful, it was when you keep firing, it will overheat. Well, not that type of overheat like most real-life machine gun have, which is when they overheat, the barrel destroy and then you cannot use the machine gun anymore. Well, this type of overheat is different. Well, reason because when it overheat, it actually charges the that flamethrower thing that can let it burn, which make no sense in real life. And when it just overheat, it will come out steam. That means you can shoot fire with it. And then when it overheat too many, and then it cannot increase anymore. Make sense? No. Well, anyway, when it overheat enough, you right click and then it will shoot flamethrower. And what the flamethrower do, it was much accurate than use bullet. And second, more higher damage. Yep, that's all. But that's not it. If you use deadly shot mixed with those flamethrower, and imagine each of the bullet it was headshot like this high damage. So that's when even though you miss at the head, you just shoot at the body, and then you can create high damage without shooting a head, and then boom, you get a free kill from a zombie. That's how easy you get a free kill. But bad news is, you need deadly shot for it. But good news is, you can assassinate a zombie easily. But of course, just like all flamethrower weapon, they're not good against human. So do not use it in human scenario, or team deathmatch, or so on. You know. But if you want, you can try. Top 2. Old-teen robot machine gun. This machine gun is the most useful machine gun you will ever know. Trust me guys, with this machine gun, you can beat the crap out of zombie scenario. Well, except you guys suck at aim, including boss. So yeah, it's high damage, and not just high damage, it's easy to reload. It's just like imagine reload grenade launcher. So yeah, how does machine gun work? Well, you keep shooting, and then after when you run out of ammo, you reload one time, and then get 40 ammo, and then you can keep shooting. Something like shotgun and grenade launcher. Just reload the same time like grenade launcher. So yeah, so imagine if you like reload all 6 times, equal to 40 times 6 equal to 2400 bullet. That's a lot of bullets if you guys ask me. So yeah, so when you run out of ammo, reload one time, 40 ammo, keep shooting. You can survive in the zombie scenario very easily. So yeah, most good surviving weapon, and most good to take down a bunch of zombie in zombie scenario. But the only bad news is, which is this weapon is very slow. Well, at least he didn't as slow as minigun. And top 1, the final last weapon you guys will ever see, which is plasma gun. Plasma gun is the most favorite weapon in all zombie scenario. Zombie mode? No. It's too easy waste bullet. Well anyway, plasma gun is useful in zombie scenario, including killing boss. So yeah, it's high damage, and you can keep shooting, and each bullet is like an explosion, just not as big as the OICW. Well anyway, let's continue in plasma. Each bullet is explosion, so that means everyone that hit the bullet will just get boom. And yeah, high damage, a lot higher than the Barrock 7. And Barrock 7 is like 7 bullet any 1 explosion. But this one, plasma weapon, 1 bullet, 1 explosion. 40 bullet, 40 explosion. Oh la la. Anyway, it's also useful at killing boss. So yeah, and imagine if you use this in deathmatch, that would be very scary, because you can keep shooting and then everyone will keep running away from you, or maybe more people won't kill you because you keep killing them. And remember, plasma weapon is high damage and each bullet is like an explosion. Most powerful weapon And the only bad news for this weapon it was you cannot shot Kraken eye. Yeah, I know you can actually shot. I don't know, some people can actually use plasma gun to shot the eye, some people actually can't. The only solution for me to think of why they can shot at the eye, it was they shot somewhere near to the eye, and then they can create explosion and then get some damage to the eye. So do you guys agree my top 10? Tell me in the comment which star weapon for your guy the most highest damage, the most useful, and the most less problem when your guys using it. So yeah, I actually researched all the weapon and it telling your guys, so this video is kinda hard to make. But at least it's not as hard as making the how to play as human, that my type of video. Anyway, thanks for this all guys that making this all video. I actually use their video to show it to your guys, because I didn't record gun like that before. I mean seriously. But well, make sure to watch their video if you guys want to see properly and hear properly how the gun sounds like or feels like. And yeah, make sure to give them like if you guys want. Oh yeah, it's a video that you guys saw and it like never appear right here. That means those are my video, not other people one. Anyway, that's all guys. If you guys like this video, give a like and why not subscribe guys. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching guys.